My mother passed away 3 months ago. The house still smelled like a perfume, lavender and cinnamon, the scent of safety and home. I was cleaning out her room one rainy afternoon when I found it, an old, leather-bound diary hidden under a loose floorboard. It was worn, fragile, like it had carried the weight of her soul for years. As I flipped open the first page, her handwriting brought tears to my eyes. If you're reading this, my sweet Maya, it means I'm gone. And it's time you know the truth. I froze. What truth? My heart raced as I read on. The man you call your father isn't your biological father. The words hit me like a storm. I read them again, hoping I'd misread. But no, the sentence was clear, bold, and final. Mom continued, explaining how she met someone before she married my dad, a man named Daniel Hayes. They loved each other deeply, but circumstances and family pressure tore them apart. She was pregnant with me when she married my dad, the only man who promised to raise me as his own. He never knew, she wrote. Your father, the man who raised you, truly believed you were his. I felt my stomach twist. My dad, the man who taught me to ride a bike, who cheered the loudest at my graduation, never knew I wasn't his daughter. I threw the diary onto the bed and broke down. Tears poured down like the rain hitting the window. Why didn't you tell me, Mom? I whispered. Why did you let me live a lie? That night, I couldn't sleep. Every childhood memory suddenly felt staged like scenes from someone else's movie. I needed answers. And there was only one person who might have them, my dad. The next morning, I drove to his house. My hands trembled as I handed him the diary. He looked at me, confused. What's this, sweetheart? I said quietly. Mom's diary, you should read page 63. He sat silently as he read. I watched his eyes fill with disbelief, then pain. After a long silence, he whispered, So, I'm not your real father. Tears welled up in my eyes. You're my father. You always have been. He smiled weakly. I may not share your blood, Maya, but I'll always share my heart with you. That'll never change. We cried together, two people bound by love, not DNA. But something inside me still needed closure. I had to know who Daniel Hayes was. I spent weeks searching online, through old yearbooks, social media, and public records, until I finally found him. He lived just 3 hours away, a retired music teacher, married with 2 kids. I sat in my car outside his house for nearly an hour before gathering the courage to knock. He opened the door, and for a moment it felt like looking into a mirror. His eyes, the same hazel brown as mine, widened in shock. Maya? He whispered, his voice trembling. I nodded. You knew about me? He nodded slowly. I wanted to be in your life, but your mother made me promise to stay away. She said it was for your safety, that your stepfather would never understand. We sat on his porch, talking for hours. He told me stories about my mom, how they used to meet by the lake, how she'd sing in the rain. And then he said something that shattered me all over again. I came to your 3rd birthday party once. I watched from across the street. You were wearing a yellow dress. I gasped. I remembered that day. I'd always wondered who the man with the camera across the street was. That man was my real father. In the end, I didn't gain or lose a father, I gained 2. One who raised me with love, and one who gave me life. But what I truly found was understanding. Mom's secret wasn't about deception, it was about protection. She loved too deeply, and that love made her choices complicated. Sometimes, the truth doesn't destroy families, it rebuilds them on honesty. I don't resent my mother anymore. I thank her because her silence made me appreciate the noise of love that still echoes in my heart. For more stories of love, betrayal, and heartbreak, don't forget to subscribe to Fake Love Tales. Like, share, and keep watching.